Hello everyone. This video is to help model the closed reading, your evidence. So let's get started. We have just sourced this on the other video. So if you would like to see the sourcing video, you can go back to that seminar, sourcing the evidence. I've taken it off of this. But this is the piece of evidence that we will be sourcing right now. So let's go down to the, allows me to, to the piece of evidence that we're going to actually um, close read. I'm not going to do all of this for you, but I would like to start you off here to give you an idea of how to complete this. So first things first, when you get your evidence, especially during the DBQ, it's not going to be as long as this. This was 2 pages. You guys already know that. It was quite long. It won't be as long. It'll be a couple of sentences, couple of paragraphs. I'm not even sure. So you want to do it as quickly as possible to get the gist of what it is trying to say. In order to do that, you have to kind of know the vocabulary. You have to be able to read it. You read it several times to try to get a gist of it. So I'm going to do this a couple of ways. If you were in class and you had a little extra time to do this, you would begin reading the entire piece of evidence. I'm just going to read the first paragraph. It states, when a government has ceased to protect the lives, liberty, and property of the people, it is the right of the people to abolish such government and create another one that will secure the future of welfare. First thing, and I would read the whole piece of evidence to try to get a gist of it, but the first thing I would do is go through this and say, are there words in here that I really don't understand? When a government has ceased to protect, and try to do it in context. I think it makes it easier. I know this word means to stop. So when a government has stopped, and it is past tense, so I'm going to make it past tense, to protect the lives, the liberty, and property of the people. It is the right of the people to abolish. This one's highlighted, so it is a little caution. To get rid of. We've seen that before. Get rid of such government and create another one that will secure their future wellness and happiness. I'm going to think this as health or well-being. So the first thing is to try to really get those words that are difficult to you. I will tell you during the DBQ to prepare for that, some of the more difficult words will be down at the end of it, the bottom of it or at the top of it, and they will have the word, they'll have like a number 1, and you would go down there to look at number 1 and the definition. So you definitely want to do that. Then I would read it again. When a government has stopped to protect the lives, liberty of property, and people, it is the right of the people to get rid of such government and create a new one that will secure their well-being and happiness. So the next thing you want to do is to really just try to get the gist of it or clarify it. So this is pretty much saying that it is the right of people, which means they're justified to do this, to get rid of one government, and they're talking about the Mexican government, and in its place put another one, and in this case Texas Republic. If the government does not protect the people's lives, their rights, and their land. Okay, so I'm just trying to put it in my own words. Matter of fact, it will secure, this will secure their future with healthiness and happiness. So I'm kind of put in my own words and I get this. So I'm really reading with my pencil. Now I would be doing this with pencil because you guys would too. So you'd want to do that. Next paragraph. Nations as well as individuals are amendable for their acts to the public opinion of mankind. A statement of the part of grievances is therefore submitted to impartial world in justification of the hazardous but unavoidable step now taking of severing our political connection with Mexican people and assuming an independent attitude among the nations of the earth. Again, for DBQ, you want to go through, if it is not defined below, on that document, then you want to just try to go in and place it in context and try to figure out the word. You would do that. So nations as well as individuals. So they're talking about not only the governments, but also people are amendable for their acts. I would think they are responsible for their acts to the public opinion of mankind. A statement of partial of grievances, we already know this word, are complaints, is therefore submitted to an impartial word. This is impartial, means unbiased. Oops, I am biased, but it really means to be unbiased. Unbiased. In justification of the hazardous but unavoidable. This means dangerous. But unavoidable steps now taking of severing or cutting our political connection with the Mexican people and assuming an independent attitude among the nations. This entire thing is explaining that the Texas people will cut all ties with and their political ties or governmental with the Mexican government, even though it is dangerous. It has to be done. And you do something like that. So the rest of this you can do. Huge review here is that you should read it. You should, in context, try to figure out the words. If they're not defined at the bottom of the document or the top of the document for you, make sure you look at the entire page of the DBQ to make sure you know what is available to you, what was given to you to make it easier. You read it, you put words in there to make it understandable, and then you purposely put it in there to make sure that, in your own words, to make sure that you understand it. After you do that, you're going to come back and select evidence to help you prove your claim. But this is the first and a very important part of this.